muted you. अब मैंने इसका screenshot ले लिया as a proof that somebody is doing it. I'm going to show this screenshot to the professor as well.
इसके साथ करें.
So joint between pisiform and वो नहीं आ सकेगा जी नहीं. हाँ बेटा अब इस पे पॉइंटर फिर अब नहीं आ सकता because I want to see keep on looking at the screen. Can you hear me and see the screen as well?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
चलो
Yeah, ma'am.
जी अब ये देख लीजिए बेटे joint between pisiform and triquetral है. This is also a plain synovial joint which has its own capsule and it has two ligaments, the pisohamate ligament and pisometacarpal ligament. नामों से आपको पता चल जाना चाहिए. Pisohamate is between the pisiform and hamate and pisometacarpal is between pisiform and the metacarpal bones. ठीक हो गया. Next we move on to the joints of the distal row. The distal row has 4 bones. You know there is going to be a joint between trapezium and trapezoid, between trapezoid and capitate, between capitate and hamate, and they are also bones. These bones are also connected by means of the same ligaments. कौन से थे? Palmar ligaments थे, dorsal ligaments थे, जिस तरह आपने proximal row में देखा. There will be transversely running fibers extending over the palmar and the dorsal surfaces of the bones. ये वाले देख लो, ये palmar surfaces of the distal row. The difference here will be, if you notice, ये capitate है बेटे, ये hamate है, ये trapezoid है, ये trapezium है. If you look at the capitate, arising from the palmar surface of the capitate, you can see that the ligaments are extending in many different directions to the bones, adjacent bones of the distal row, as well as to the bones of the proximal row. तो ये जो palmar ligament ये वाला होता है, इसको radiate palmar ligament भी कहते हैं, radiate carpal ligament, क्योंकि ये radiate कर रहे हैं fibers in different directions. So ये तो palmar surface थी. दूसरे कौन से हैं? Dorsal. ये dorsal surfaces पे between the capitate and hamate and or between the trapezium and trapezoid, ये dorsal ligaments हैं. ठीक है जी. और in addition जो तीसरे type of ligaments between the bones of distal row होते हैं, वो कौन से होते हैं? Interosseous ligaments. बिल्कुल proximal row वाली तरह बात है कि palmar surface पे भी ligaments हैं, dorsal surface पे भी ligaments हैं और interosseous connecting the bones with each other. The difference in the case of distal row is that the interosseous ligaments here, they are thicker than the interosseous ligaments of the proximal row, and obviously they are going to be 3 in number because 4 bones हैं, one between the trapezium and trapezoid, number 2 between trapezoid and capitate, and the third between capitate and hamate. And usually the strongest is the one between capitate and hamate. The others may even be absent in some cases. Then we move on to the midcarpal joint. As the name indicates, it lies in the middle of the carpus, that is between the proximal row of bones and the distal row of bones. What type of joint is it? It's a compound synovial joint of cellar variety. Cellar या saddle shape कहते हैं आप. And it is a compound synovial joint. ठीक है, compound इसलिए कि multiple bones are involved. Single ये नहीं single bones on the 2 ends. There are multiple bones involved. So this is a compound synovial joint. It is of cellar variety. Now, what are the articulating bones or what are the articulating surfaces here? The articulating bones proximally will be the scaphoid, lunate, and triquetral, and distally the trapezium, the trapezoid, the capitate, and hamate. So that means we are talking about this joint which is formed between the proximal row and the distal row of carpal bones. ठीक है, ये इसकी आप मेरी outline देख रहे हैं सारे की, right? So for descriptive purposes, we can divide this joint into 2 parts. A medial part from here all the way till here, and a lateral part, which is this. अब इसमें मैं दोबारा से explain कर दूं आपको. The lateral part of this midcarpal joint is the one which is formed between the convex aspect of the lateral end of the scaphoid bone, forming a joint with the trapezium and trapezoid. The concavity is being formed by the trapezium and trapezoid together, and into this concavity fits the convex part of the scaphoid bone. So this is the lateral part of the joint. From here onwards is the medial part of the joint, and if you look at this, in here the distal row of bones which is taking part here is the convexity formed by the head of the capitate and the hamate, and this convexity is fitting itself into the concavity which is formed by the scaphoid, the lunate, and the triquetral bone. So if you look at continue tracing this towards its medial end, again the curvatures are slightly reversed. ऐसे हो गया joint की cavity. So काफी इसकी shape joint की क्या है, मैं अगर इससे trace करना शुरू करूँ, here it goes like this, so that the proximal row shows the convexity and the distal row has the concavity. From here onwards, the medial part, the proximal row forms the concave surface, fitting into which are the distal bones, and then finally again at the end, ये थोड़ी सी convex हो जाएगी triquetrum. ठीक है जी? So this is why it is called the descriptively it is divided into two parts. ठीक है जी? What are the ligaments? अब इसके अंदर midcarpal ligament में कौन से midcarpal joint में कौन से ligaments होंगे? बिल्कुल वही जो बार बार आप करते जा रहे हो. Palmar ligaments होंगे जो palmar surface पे होंगे, dorsal ligaments होंगे जो dorsal surface पर होंगे. In addition, क्योंकि there are two rows involved, तो इसलिए collateral ligaments होंगे जो उनकी साइडों पे अटैच करेंगे आपस में. ठीक है जी? अब इनको आप देख लो. ये मैंने सिर्फ इसकी पामर सरफेस की डाली हुई है. डॉर्सल सरफेस की पीछे से आपने काफ़ी दफ़ा देख ली, बार बार रिपीटिशन ही है. ठीक है जी? तो इसमें इंटरकार्पल लिगामेंट्स ऐसा इतने क्लियरली नज़र नहीं आ रहे, बिकॉज इमेजेस जो अवेलेबल थे बेटे उसमें से लगाने थे मुझे. सो बट रिमेंबर दैट देयर आर गोइंग टू बी लिगामेंट्स व्हिच आर गोइंग टू बी प्रेजेंट ऑन द पामर सरफेस एंड दे विल बी एक्सटेंडिंग बिटवीन द बोन्स ऑफ द प्रॉक्सिमल एंड डिस्टल रो. ठीक है? सिमिलरली उसकी डॉर्सल सरफेस भी होंगे. इन एडिशन कोलैटरल लिगामेंट्स होंगे, कोलैटरल लिगामेंट्स ऑन द साइड्स. अब वो कोलैटरल लिगामेंट्स साइड्स पे कहाँ पर होते हैं? जो लेटरल साइड पे होगा वो होगा जी अल्नर कोलैटरल रेडियल कोलैटरल लिगामेंट, और जो मीडियल साइड पे होगा वो कौन सा होगा? अल्नर कोलैटरल लिगामेंट. ठीक है जी? इनमें से दोनों में से रेडियल कोलैटरल लिगामेंट इज स्ट्रॉन्गर. रेडियल कोलैटरल इज स्ट्रॉन्गर देन दी अल्नर कोलैटरल लिगामेंट. एंड उसकी एक्सटेंट क्या होगी? अब ऑब्वियसली कोलैटरल लिगामेंट्स हैं तो आप इमेजिन कर लो कि कौन कौन सी बोन्स के बीच में जा रहे होंगे. जो लेटरल साइड वाला है दैट इज रेडियल कोलैटरल लिगामेंट होगा. दिस कनेक्ट्स द स्केफॉइड विद द ट्रेपीजियम. ये नजर आ रहा है जैसे इस. ठीक है? स्केफॉइड और ट्रेपीजियम में होगा. और जो मीडियल साइड पे जो अल्नर कोलैटरल लिगामेंट होगा वो ट्राइक्विट्रम से लेके हेमेट की तरफ जाएगा. ठीक है जी? And these ligaments, जो collateral ligaments इस joint के हैं, they are also continuous with the collateral ligaments of the wrist joint जो आपने पहले पढ़े थे. अब ये आपने देखा there are so many joints forming here, or they are like close to each other. So there is a very complicated synovial membrane which is called the carpal synovial membrane. क्योंकि मैंने आपको बताया कि ये सारे जो joints हैं between the proximal rows ये वाले and between the distal row ये वाले and between the proximal and distal row, ये सारे के सारे आप इस इमेज में आपको बड़ी क्लियरली नजर आ रहा होगा कि the cavity of this intercarpal joint is communicating with the midcarpal joint. देख रहे हो? And the cavity of this intercarpal joint is also coming. So synovial membrane is going to line the capsule and the inner aspects of the ligaments all around, and it is going to be proximally extending between the scaphoid and lunate and triquetral, and distally it is going to extend between the bones of the distal row, that is trapezium and trapezoid capitate, etc. ये उसकी prolongations हैं of the synovial. ये blue में जो दिखाई गई हैं आपको. Now we come finally to the movements. Now movements that occur at the wrist joint are, why did I talk about the small joints before talking about the movements, is because the movements at the wrist joint are augmented by the additional smaller movements which occur at the intercarpal and the midcarpal joints. So when we talk about these movements, I'll advise that आप अपने हाथों से ये साथ ही movements करो. तो you will notice that when you are doing this movement, for example, flexion means you move the palmar surface of the hand towards the flexor surface of the arm.